What's going on, guys? It's Rush from Rush's Auto Spa and Services. I hope everybody's getting ready for a great Labor Day weekend. But today we have a unboxing video. I placed an order for some products, some new tools, and they all just came in. So we're gonna get them on the table, see what they look like, see what our initial thoughts and reviews are, and then go from there. Now, if there's any products that you want to see an in-depth review on here in the future, let me know, drop them down in the comments. And once I get to use them and actually put hands on them out in the field, then I can give you guys an honest, in-depth review on what I recommended or what I not recommended. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, so here we go. We got the first box set up on the table. Let's get it opened up. See what we got going on. I ordered a bunch of stuff, so I'm not exactly sure what box is what, but let's see what we got. All right, so we got some USB LED strips. These in particular, we are gonna use for events. So when we have our booth set up with our canopy, we can put these inside. We have an event today, actually, at one of our local drag race strips. So that's what these are for, not necessarily for detailing purposes. It's more for like promotion purposes, but then we got these. These are the Chemical Guys Durafoam tire dressing applicator pads. Let's get it opened up. I've never used these ones before, so I'm kind of excited to see how they go. A lot of the applicator pads that I've used in the past, they just kind of fall apart after a couple uses, which, I mean, they're not meant to do that, but I was looking for something a little bit more durable, and these guys weren't too badly priced. So knowing that it's going to be one of those things that we use for jobs and then they kind of deteriorate and then we end up having to replace. As an owner of a detailing business, it's always in your best mind to find something that's not super expensive but gets the job done and is easily replaced, easily available, that kind of thing. So we'll give these a shot, see how they go. It was a 2-pack. I believe they had 6 packs and 12 packs as well. But we'll put those to the side, see what else we got. On to package number 2. Let's get it opened up. See what we got. And start with this one. So these are some drill brush attachments. Similar to the previous thing that I opened up, these are still one of those things. I mean, you're not really going to replace these super often, depending on, you know, how many carpet cleanings you're doing or what you're using them for. But I did want to order a new set just so I had it. So all of these go on a drill. If you're not familiar with what exactly these are, these attach directly to your drill and you can use them for whatever purposes you want. If you've never used them before, definitely do a little bit of research on them because you don't necessarily want to use these brushes on every single surface on the inside. You know, you can end up damaging some stuff if you don't use them properly, but that's what these guys are for. You attach them to the drill. Whether you want to agitate carpets or seats is mainly the 2 uses that they're used for. I've seen sometimes people use these for the cup holders, put it on the drill, and this agitates the cup holder. Just be careful on what you use it for. You don't want to damage anything. But that's what these guys are. These were also found on Amazon. They weren't super expensive. I want to say they're around 12 bucks for this variety pack. And there you go. Next on the agenda, Chemical Guys Wrap Detailer. So I don't know if you guys haven't seen it or not yet, but if you haven't seen it, you can go to my YouTube Reels and you'll see the van is wrapped, and I wanted to get something specific for wraps when it comes to wiping it down, getting it cleaned up. This is good for vinyl wraps, clear bras, and PPF film. It says it has a gloss enhancer and a protectant. So we'll see how it works. I've never used it before. I've seen some reviews on it. Chemical Guys, I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with. Chemical Guys has a lot of good products. Chemical Guys has some not so good products, in my personal opinion at least. Chemical Guys seems to be more of a consumer grade company versus a detailing industry company as far as businesses are concerned. This right here was, I want to say 25 to 30 bucks just for this bottle. I didn't mind paying it because the van, you know, it's on the road most of the time. Of course, we're gonna take care of it, but at the same time, I didn't feel like, you know, 30 bucks was too bad for this kind of product. It's a very specific product. It really has only one use. I mean, you can use it on different materials, but you get what I'm saying. It's specific for one purpose, and that's for vehicles that are wrapped with vinyl wrap or PPF. Other than that, it's not really used for anything else, at least that I'm aware of. It says removes dust, dirt, fingerprints, and it has UV protection, which is really good, especially for wraps. So this is a product that I'm not sure about. Like I said, I've never used it before, but being that the van is wrapped, I wanted to get something that was specifically for vinyl wraps. I've seen, you know, some P&S products like P&S Triple S. That's what a lot of people use as well. But I wanted to give it a shot. Why not? See if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll find something else that works. But there's the Chemical Guys wrap detailer for you. And we got this guy here. So, if you are a detailer, you probably know what this is, but this is a pet hair removal tool. I've had probably 4 or 5 of these in the past. I still have one, but I like to replace them. It seems like these, whatever this textured material here, tends to wear down after a while, and I do a lot of pet hair removals. So this is a must-have tool. This is something that I have 100% used before, this specific one, and it works perfect. I have no complaints. You just got to be careful as far as the carpet that you're using it on. Sometimes, you know, if you have real sensitive carpets, it will tend to fray it a little bit, but if you go easy with it, or you can even switch to like a pet hair brick for more sensitive surfaces. But this I have used plenty of times. I love it. Highly recommend it. It's on Amazon. You can get one for like $5-6 bucks. They're not terribly priced at all, and they last you a good while. But there's that guy, and let's open up the next box. All right, now this one's a big one. Open it up, see what we got. Like I said, I ordered a whole rack of stuff, so I'm not sure what exactly is in each box, but you guys will find out just like I'll find out. So this one's pretty big. We'll push this one to the side. This one I'm excited about. So when it comes to tire shines and dressings, right? A lot of people have, you know, things that they will stand by, things that they're used to using, but I'm sure that any professional detailer can agree with me that tire shines is probably one of the most debated products in the detailing industry. 3D came out with a speed dressing. Now I believe this has been out for a while, but this is the first time that I've got hands on it. It's not like it's hard to find or anything, but I was one of those detailers where I found kind of what works and then I stuck with it, which is no problem. The only issue that I'm running into is finding a decent tire shine that lasts a little bit longer than your average water-based dressing. This speed dressing has some pretty good reviews on it. It seems like everybody that uses it loves it. And then you have those individuals that use it and don't necessarily like it. That's kind of the problem with the detailing industry, is everybody has their own opinion, but at the end of the day, everybody can use whatever they want as long as they get the results that they're shooting for. Now with this, I've used 3D One, which is their one-step paint enhancement product, and it's awesome. It's got to be one of my favorite things to use when it comes to paint enhancements, one-steps, stuff like that. So I have some trust in 3D, but I do want to actually see how this goes and do a review video on this product particularly. Like I said, I was kind of hesitant, but after looking at the reviews and some videos of people using it, it seems to be a very good product and a pretty long-lasting product. So we'll give that a shot, see what it does. If you guys want to see the review video on this after I use it, just drop it down in the comments below. Let me know that it's something you guys would be interested in seeing, whether the results end up being what we think it's going to be or vice versa. But yeah, this I'm really excited to use. I want to see how this ends up lasting as far as longevity-wise on tires. But on to the next. All right, new box on the table. Let's get it opened up. Maybe if I can put the blade where it's supposed to go, then maybe that'll help. But yes, all right. So this is another one I'm super excited for. This order came from the Rag Company. I got some brushes, which I'll open those guys up for you here in a second. I got some applicator pads, I'll show you what those guys look like in a second as well. Got Rags to Riches, some Eurofiber pads, and some more goodies. Get all this stuff out the way. And here we go. Now, Rags to Riches. Now, if you want me to be honest with you, I have always been the type to buy decent quality rags and try and preserve them as much as possible. Now, the only downside to that is you get to a point where you're using a rag and then throwing it away. That is something that I'm trying to sway away from when it comes to my budget, when it comes to the quality of work that I'm doing and the quality of rags that I'm purchasing, and this is a huge step. So I'm looking to see what this does as far as restoring the rags that's used out in the field. This seems to be a very, very popular choice. It's by P&S, and it's essentially a microfiber detergent. You fill this little capsule up here, throw it in your washer, and it's supposed to bring your rags back to like they're brand new. Now, obviously, it all depends on the rags that you're using. You can't go to Walmart, spend $7 for a 20-pack of rags, use this on it, and think they're going to be back to new. Obviously, you need high-quality rags in order to get high-quality results, and that's pretty much with anything. So Rags to Riches, that's what we picked up. We're definitely going to give this a shot. I believe I'm going to place another order through the rag company for some of their microfiber rags to keep in stock. But here's Rags to Riches. I'm excited to use it, and I'll do a review video on this, guys, if you want as well. Just let me know down in the comments if this is something that you'd be interested in me following up with, and I have no problem doing so. Now, we got some Eurofiber 5-inch one-step pads. These right here are probably one of my favorite products to use when it comes to paint enhancements. At least in my particular area with my client base, it seems like a lot of people sway towards the paint enhancements versus the paint corrections. I do a lot of daily drivers, a lot of commuters, things of that nature, and this is a game changer. They last pretty long, and essentially, if you're not familiar with what a Eurofiber pad is, it's essentially a 50-50 pad, where half of the fibers are for compounding and the other half are for polishing. So it's essentially used as a one-step pad. You don't have to swap out anything like that. I've done plenty, and I'm going to stick with these pads when it comes to one-steps. These guys are awesome. They come in a 5-inch, a 6-inch, and I believe a 1-inch variation. But these guys are awesome. They're not super badly priced, but if you order in bulk, it does get pricey. But in my honest opinion, they are 100% worth it. But that's what these guys are. This paired with like 3D1 is a game changer. You get super clean results from just a couple passes using that combination. But that's what those guys are. Now, this I'm super excited about. You've probably seen these everywhere, but these are mitts from the rag company. I'm not going to sit here and try and butcher like I know exactly the name of them, because each of their mitts have a particular name. But just from the initial thought, these guys are super soft and they feel super dense. So I think they're going to work out very well. It seems like it's very good quality. It's not just like some Walmart rag or mitt, but this feels really good. All we got to do is put it in a bucket, put some water, see what it does out in the field. But this is their mitt, and this is another one. Seem to be relatively similar in size, but they feel very high quality. This is something else that I wanted to do as an upgrade. The mitts that I'm using now are Chemical Guys mitts, which work super awesome, but I wanted to give these guys a go and see if it's something that would end up working better in the future. But there you go. Now, also super excited to see what these are. This is from the rag company. I ordered these from the rag company, but they are made by Detail Factory, and these are their detail brushes. So let's get this open. Now, of course, you can see kind of the theme being that my company's colors are teal, blue, white, and black. This kind of worked perfect. But the detail brushes that I've been using in the past, and I've been using them since I started, have all been from Amazon. And I've really had no significant issues. Sometimes some of the bristles fall off, but that's kind of relative to the price that you pay for the products that you get. So I wanted to kind of upgrade to something a little bit newer. These feel really good in the hand. They're beveled in the front, so when you go to grab it, you can use it like a paintbrush. Bristles feel really soft. Everything seems to be really good. And then this is also pretty much the same brush, just a smaller version. This one will probably be the one that I would go with because I like having control when I'm doing door panels or cup holders or whatever the case may be. But these are from the Detail Factory. They look awesome. They feel awesome. They feel good quality, and they weren't too terribly expensive. I want to say for the set, they were around 25, 30 bucks, but you get what you pay for. So we'll try those out, see how they work. If you want to see an in-depth review on these guys, let me know, and I'll make a video on it. All right. Now, this is another one I'm super excited with. Now, this is OPT ONR. So essentially, it's a wash and shine, but I'm going to use it for a different purpose. Now, this ONR, if we look at the examples here, use on all vehicle surfaces, paint, glass, fiberglass, plastic, gel coat, vinyl decals. Great for use in water-restricted areas. ONR stands for Optimum No Rinse. Now, this is supposed to be a waterless wash. Me personally, I don't dally in the field of waterless washes. I don't have any, I guess, particular opinion on them. I just don't like to do it. Straightforward into the facts. In certain instances, it's all based on your client base or, you know, how you process things or how you want to do things. I generally don't do them in my business. I do know how to do it, and I can do it if I need to. But it's not a service that I offer on the daily basis, if that makes sense. What I'm going to be using this for, you can use this Optimum No Rinse as a water softener. So you can put however much you need. You can look at the directions and figure out exactly how much you need, but you can take this and put this in your foam cannon, in your bucket. In my instance, I can put it in the water tank on the detail rig, and this will be a water softener. So this will help prevent water spots. It softens the water to make it easier if you're washing in direct sunlight, or if you have really harsh water in the area that you're in. This will help soften the water. Now, I've never used this before, but I've heard things about it day and night. It's a very coveted product. A lot of people like it. A lot of people use it. They do come in bigger sizes. In this instance, this is just the 8-ounce fluid bottle, but they come in bigger sizes. And from my understanding, you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way with this. It says it's the most environmentally friendly way to wash any vehicle. It has polymers that bond to the vehicle's surface and trap dirt to clean without rinsing and leaving a very slick and glossy finish. Now, like I said, this is a waterless wash. That is the intended purpose of this product. But I'm going to put it to the test and use it just like some other detailers use it, and use it as a water softener. Now, this is extremely budget friendly. I want to say I got this 8-ounce bottle for about 12 bucks. And the bigger the size bottles are also not expensive either. But you may think, oh, well, 12 bucks for this little bottle is kind of expensive, but when you're only using, 1.5 ounces a piece, or if you put 2 ounces inside of a 50-gallon water tank, it goes a long way. So we'll try this out. This is probably a product that I'm going to do a review on anyway because I am super hyped to use it. But this is the ONR Wash and Shine, and we'll move on to the next one. Now, these two guys, super excited to use. Let's just take a second to look at the packaging. This packaging's awesome, looks really good. But this is the Detail Factory's Octane brushes. We have 2 wheel face brushes, and these are the Pro Grips. So they have 2 different lines of brushes, where essentially they have kind of a standard brush and then the Pro Grip. So the Pro Grip kind of has some extra padding when it comes to the grip, just to make it a little bit more comfortable to use when you're out in the field. But there it is. Now, this is a wheel face brush, so you're supposed to use this on rims. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend using something like this on black wheels. I feel like it'll scratch them quite easily, but it does seem very soft even when it's dry. It feels good in the hand, it feels solid, but I'm excited to use this. Basically, we've just been using like microfiber rags with soap water or whatever tire, rim and tire cleaner we're using. But in this instance, I wanted to kind of switch to something that I feel will be quicker and will get in the nooks and crannies a lot easier, and kind of reduce the the amount of muscle we have to put in to get the results that we're looking for. So there's that one. I got that one, and I believe the color is called Octane. Don't hold me to that, but we got 2 of them. So there you go. Those are the wheel brushes that we're going to start using. We're going to put them to the test. I got 2 of them because we have 2 wheel buckets inside of the van. So when the guys are out and we're doing multiple vehicles at once, they have options. They don't have to wait for one person to use it and then put it away. But these are the Detail Factory Pro Grip brushes. Like I said, they do have a standard line of brushes that don't have as much of the padding and stuff. But these ones, they weren't too terribly expensive. So we're gonna put them to the test, see how they do. And then, like I said, if you guys wanna see a review on these guys, let me know. I have no problem giving you guys a follow-up on what these rags do out in the field. Without further ado, we're gonna move on to the next box. And on to the next. These are the Rag Company's no-soak coating applicators. These I got specifically for coatings because generally when you get ceramic coatings, they tend to come either with no applicator pad, or they come with an applicator pad that's super small and you don't really get a lot of uses out of it. I've been doing a lot of coatings recently and I want something that's going to last and that's heavy duty. And a lot of the times when you order a ceramic coating, the pads are like this big. Which of course you don't want to fill this whole front of the pad up and apply it like you're applying a dressing or something, but at the same time it feels good to be able to get a full hand on it and put the coating wherever you want and then apply it that way, and then you can always switch if you feel like that side is getting wore out or it's getting too hydrophobic or it's rejecting the coating, then you can do that and then you can flip it around. But these feel super dense. They feel very solid. These are designed specifically for ceramic coatings. They have a liquid barrier. And essentially from my quick research on the liquid barrier is basically the liquid's only going to soak in but so much. Like have you ever used like a tire shine on a microfiber applicator pad and you put it on one side and you put it on one wheel, and then once you get to the next wheel you can kind of feel it go all the way through to like where your hands are, and then by the time you're done, if you're holding it like this, well there's tire shine on your fingers and you're like, hold on, this is the whole reason I got an applicator pad, is to prevent it from getting on my hands, but yet it's soaked through. Well, this has a liquid barrier. It's their kind of patent product when it comes to the use. So hopefully that means that it'll last longer. And when you apply the coating, or if you want to use this for a dressing or whatever you're using it for, it kind of stays towards the surface. A lot of the times you have microfiber pads that you'll put something on the surface and the pad will literally soak it through the middle of the pad. And then your product ends up not being here, but it's here in the middle. So we'll give that a try, see how that goes. I'm super excited to use these because I'm kind of tired of using the microfiber applicators that are given to you because they're like this big and you have to like put them on your finger and go like that, and it's just not it. This is the Rag Company's Ultra No Soak Coating Applicator. It's a 6-pack. These are 3x5s. It's a 70-30 microfiber blend, but that's what these guys are. Super excited to use them, and we'll get on to the next one. All right, now we're on to the next one, and I'm sure you're familiar with O'Reilly's. If you are not, it's essentially like an AutoZone, but they do sell detailing products as well. But let's get this guy open and see what we got. This, I do know exactly what this is, and I'm super excited to use it. But this here, if I could spin it the right way, is Superior Products Formula 4 Spray Wax. Now, this product I'm super hyped to use, and I'll explain why. So, Formula 4 is essentially a spray wax for automatic car washes. These are meant to go in the big industrial automatic car washes as kind of like an add-on. Now, this is super used in the detailing industry for a couple different reasons. Now, when it comes to this particular product, I'm going to be using it as a final touch, if that makes sense. So you wash the vehicle off, you do your contact wash, your foam can, and all that good stuff. And once you rinse all the soap off, then you spray this, and then you spray this off. Now with this product in particular, I've seen it used a couple different times. I've seen it when, the vehicle gets its full contact wash and gets dried, and then this gets used as like a last quick detailer. But in my particular instance, I got this specifically to use it as a hydrophobic drying aid, is how I'm going to use it. So Like I said, wash the vehicle, and once you rinse all of the soap off while the vehicle is still wet, you go around and spray this on all the surfaces of the vehicle and then rinse this off, and then it acts as a drying aid. This is super budget friendly. I want to say I got this off O'Reilly's website for about 20 bucks, 20, 25 bucks shipped to the door, and it's dilutable. So if we look at the instructions, use Formula 4 spray wax at the following rates, dilute up to 1 to 10 with water. So a 10 to 1 ratio is what you can dilute this up to. That's probably what I'm going to dilute it to, just to see what it works, and then I'll test dilution ratios to see what works the best. Now, of course, you have products like Kosh Chemie where their products are relatively expensive and they are dilutable, but they dilute down up to 50 to 1 in some, in some cases. But this, like I said, for this whole quart right here, it was 25 bucks. I believe it came out to like 27 after taxes and shipping. And they ship relatively quickly, but if you have an O'Reilly's close to you, you can always reach out to them, check their inventory, see if they have it in stock. But O'Reilly's does sell a lot of superior products, so it's not like this should be super hard to find. But I'm gonna test this out, see what it does, and if, like I said in the previous ones, if you want a review on this, I have no problem doing it. Let me know what you guys want to see, and we can do a follow-up review video on any of these products that was in the video today. All right, guys, well, there you go. That's all the products that was inside the haul for today. I'm excited to take a look at these products and actually use them when we're out in the field and see how they work. But if you have any questions or you want to see any follow-up videos on any of the products that I discussed today, by all means, reach out. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the support. I would not be able to be in the position that I'm in today without you guys. And I'll see you on the next one.